It was probably it's been a year since I got home from my mission, and I was really struggling a lot with depression. And there's all sorts of stigma of antidepressants and things like that, but it ended up getting so severe that I began to take antidepressants, and throughout the past year, I kept having to increase my dosage, and it led to, I had some anxiety issues as well. So I started getting on more medication for anxiety, and it really did change my life a lot. I felt a lot more numb of a person, and things were pretty difficult. And it got to a point where I was so sick of increasing my medications, the therapies weren't working, that and my problems were continuing to get worse. I was starting to have really bad compulsions. I was becoming more and more dysfunctional. Things got really tough, and I ended up, this was kind of a last resort thing, that I had a sister who was involved, who was already doing the Upper Cervical chiropractic, and we suggested we were out of options. We had no idea what else to do. And I was really skeptical when you start any kind of antidepressant medication or anything like that, and anxiety medication. They tell you you're probably going to be on it for the rest of your life. Very few people are able to, and if they do, wean themselves off the antidepressants. It can take 2 or 3 years to do it. It's without putting all your chemicals and your hormones out of whack. And in 2 weeks with the Upper Cervical, I was completely off my anxiety medication, and I had halved my antidepressant. And within a month, I was completely off my antidepressant. And I was severely depressed. It was a pretty extreme case, and so I really didn't think I would be able to ever be off my antidepressant medication. I just kind of accepted that my life was going to be like that. And the prescription medication, I think some people do need that, but I think there's another option out there, and this is something that really worked for me. Changed my life completely. I mean, people all the time after I started began to tell me, "You seem so different. What's changed?" and things like that. So I think I got my life back. Very cool experience. Life's a little more real than it used to be, and sometimes it's hard. Not every day is good. Sometimes I wish I was back on my medication, and there's a maintenance to it, but it's definitely much better. And now I'm off to college. I couldn't go to college last year, both semesters. Or my first semester I couldn't take any more classes. Second semester I actually had to drop out because of my severe anxiety, that I just couldn't even handle classes. And now I'm headed 5 hours away to a much more competitive school in the degree I want to study. So definitely a big change there. I mean, I can actually get my life started.